everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a wedding album. This is an album that I made for my niece who is getting married later this month. This is a 9x9 album and it has a 3 1/4 inch spine. It's hard to get, the way my camera is set up, it's hard to get the whole thing in the picture, so I've got to be careful about keeping it in frame here. So the front cover is, well, let me just say that this is made with Echo Park's Wedding Bells collection, and the design is by Tamra Merrill. The front cover here is triple matted, and then we have a cut apart here that, we have a cut apart here that says, "Today is our happily ever after." There's a little ribbon down here on the bottom of the card. They've got a couple of flowers. And then we have a locket here. And this is a working locket. You can open this up and put if you're very patient, you can put a picture inside in there. In fact, 2 pictures. On the spine, we've got a little banner up here that says wedding. And then this says, "Today is our happily ever after." And on the back, again, triple matted, it says forever and always. We have a seam binding closure over here with some gold seam binding. I leave my seam binding long and floppy because that's the way I like it. But you don't have to leave it like that. Once you have your pictures in the book, you can, because the pictures are going to make the book fatter. Once you have your pictures in the book, you can tie it and then trim it to whatever length you like it. But the seam binding does ravel, so what I do is I take a bead of glue on my finger, and I use art glitter glue, but you can use any glue that dries clear, and then you just dip the end of that ribbon into that glue and then set it somewhere away from your book because you don't want it to get stuck to the book until it dries, and that'll keep it from raveling. So our book has 5 pages, and the pages are 8.5 by 8.5, and this book will hold conservatively about 80 photos. When I say conservatively, that means when I'm looking at a big area like this right here, I count this as 1 picture. Obviously, you could put 2, like 4 by 6 pictures on here, or you can put 1 big picture. Or if you're going to use even smaller pictures, you can get bukus of pictures on there. But that's just the way that I count them when I'm counting how many pictures will go in a book. So on our inside front cover here, we have a waterfall. This says, "I love you," and that's the beginning and end of everything. And this flips up. Then it flips up again. And then down here at the bottom, we have 2 flips. And when I have a little piece of ephemera like this, I leave this open so that when you're putting pictures on here, you can slide the picture back behind there if you need to. And you can fold this back up 2 different ways. Folding all the back pieces first and then the top pieces lets you see this gold paper right here. Or if you alternate the pages like that, you can't see it, you just see this green flower paper. I like the gold, but you can do it however you want. The magnet on it works either way. So the front of page 1, it says, "On this day I will marry my best friend." And this is a pocket, and it has a photo mat in here. Little ribbon decoration here that flips open. This says "Together Forever." Again, it's open so that you can put your picture back behind there. And then here you have a pocket. I've got a little sticker here that says "Mr. and Mrs." And inside here, I've got 2 booklets. This one says "Go into the Chapel of Love." So you have room for 3 pictures in that one. And this one says "Our Story." and there's room for 3 pictures here. Now you don't have to put pictures here. You could use this to write your story, do your journaling. However, it's your book, you make it the way that you want it to be. Each page has they're pocket pages, so there's a large pocket in the top here. Each page has this large photo mat. You can put pictures on these, you can write on them. One thing that you could do is if y'all, I don't know if y'all are gonna write your own vows or not, but if you do, maybe you could put those on here. If you don't wanna have these sticking out here in these pockets, you could just use this paper it's just cardstock. You could use that for photo mats throughout the book. So the back of page 1, we've got a flip going this way and a flip going this way. And then flips going up and down. Again, all this ephemera that's on here is only glued down in a little spot to keep it on the page so that you can put your photos back behind there. Now, once you have your pictures in here, I would go ahead and glue those down. I've got a little piece of ribbon here. I just thought this was kind of plain and needed something. So I just put that ribbon on there. So front of page 2. Here we have a little, this comes completely off. There's a magnet in here, and that's what holds this closed. It says forever and always, and there's a dress here, and it says bride. And on the back, we have a pair of shoes. Then this flips open like this. And then these 2 flip down like this. Or I'm sorry, one flips up, and then one flips down. And then you just take your card and let it find the magnet on there, and that will hold that closed. Again, there's a photo mat up here in the pocket page. The back of page 2 is a large pocket. This says, "You will forever be my always," and it flips up, so you can put a picture there. And then in the pocket, we've got some photo mats. I usually leave my photo mats blank on the back. That way you can put a picture front and back, or you can put a picture on the front and use the back for journaling. On this dark cardstock, you can write on this with a white gel pen. And then this one's a little booklet. It says, "May you always be the one who notices the little things that make the light pour through, and may they always remind you there is more to life and there is more to you." So you can put 3 pictures in there. But if there's a place where you don't like the little cut apart on here, you don't like the words or the picture or whatever, just slap a picture on top of it. And these photo mats that I've got stuck in all these pockets don't have to stay where I put them. You can move them throughout the book to tell your story the way that you want to. So front of page 3, got a flip up, and then a flip to the right, and then a flip down. It's held together with a magnet. Again, there's a large photo mat up here in your pocket page. The back of page 3, it says our wedding, and this is a pocket here. So we've got 3 photo mats there. This one says something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. I thought you could put, you know, a picture of the things that you did if you do anything. Then that flips up. It's placed on the back for a photo. And then you have a waterfall here that flips down. Then over here, we just got a plain page. This is it's cut like a lace doily. And when you put your picture on there, if it's bigger than the area, you can slip it back behind there, or you can put it on top, however you want it to look. I'll talk in a minute about why I left this one blank. Again, there's a large photo mat in the pocket page. The back of page 4 is, this says just married, and that flips down. And then these two flip out. They're kind of on an angle. And then you could also put a picture back here. The front of page 5 is a large pocket, again with the lace punch there. Got some photo mats. That one says forever and always, just married. And then this one is a booklet. So you have room for 3 photos there, or 4 if you put one on the front. And then the back of page 5, we have a space here. We've got the car here. It's got balloons on it. That flips out. Then here you've got a pocket. It says happily ever after. And then a photo mat there. That flips to the right. You have another another pocket on the back. It says our love is forever. It says, and they lived happily ever after. And then a photo mat there. And then a large space here for photos. And then on the back cover, that was supposed to be there, we have a vertical waterfall. The waterfall that was in the front was horizontal, and this one's vertical. Okay. The way that this is put together, or this was my idea, doesn't mean that you have to do it like that. But the way I envisioned it in my head was these 2 pages are people coming in. This front part here, you could put one of your engagement photos, you could put your invitation, things like that. Y'all coming to the church to get ready, that sort of thing. And then this one, again, is people coming in, y'all getting ready, that sort of thing. Then the next 2 pages are for the bride. Then the next 2 are the groom. This is the actual ceremony. That's why I left this just a very large space with no pockets or flip outs or anything. I thought you could put a large photo of y'all. You could do it many different ways. You could do y'all when you turn around and you're walking back down the aisle, or you could do a posed picture of the 2 of you, or a picture of you up at the front of the church taken from the back. Whatever a good picture is for y'all. All this is for pictures of the wedding. Then this is the reception. These 2 pages. And then this is y'all getting ready to leave. The car, the bouquet, the whatever you do at the end of the ceremony. At the end of the reception. And then I thought you could use this waterfall back here for some pose photos. The wedding party, the family, that sort of thing. But again, that was just an idea in my head. It's your book. You put it together the way you want. So that is the wedding album that I made for my niece. I hope she enjoys it. If you have a problem putting pictures in it, bring me the pictures and I'll put the pictures in there for you. But if you have any questions, just give me a yell. Good luck to y'all, and I hope you have a wonderful wedding.